ole unanga le wo whaingo ina le Fibre Fale. A tonu se ngana whawhingo whienu ali I whailele o tau, pi o se a onga po se awala lau papa. Maua ele so tanga o ita le fia malama I mene I ta u te konolosi. Whaani o na po. Ma ngā luenga ma whio ngā luei, mi se lewana I o tātou mātua. Mātua o tai 5 tau sanga, whaasolo o tai lunga le onos fulu. A o le te fia malama tili. I nisi ne o vaenga. Is it hard to be working as a tech person? Because I know tech is very broad.
Yeah. So, ole whisiri, e whainga ka o whamni atu. So, is the question, is
Yes.
it hard? Whainga ka. Ka se whainga. Mō mōlenga ruenga, and then lōle ka ngaka. Oh, my gosh. E le malam lama ka ngaka te rekolisi I a mio ma mea whaloalo o Tangata Pasifika. In my 6 years, it's been very hard. For example, Tulo, there was a oki when I was an intern. Family atu, ole intern. It's like a 3-month job to try get you experience into the role. And when I said I had a oki, and they said, is it just for your lunch break? And wokia because ele mana makangaka, because a lot of people in telekolisi e sau mai atunu ufafu.
Yeah.
So it's the workers e mangai le ngaluenga e mangai kupe, but oka ole culture o mea umai to ton telekolisi e whainka because oka ele lava kangaka Pasifika, ele lo tautale I Tangata Pasifika, pa ele lo fai le va whalualo. So it's e whaingaka, but that's why Fibre Fale is here to let everyone know that if we don't like the industry, we can build our own industry. And me and Wa'umalo so Julia, we kind of are example of how, so we used to work in corporate for 6 to 11 or 6 to 7 years, and we feel vai kangaka, we feel our meal, and we knew vai, if we don't like the way it is, then we go build our own. So that's why we built Fibre Fale, because it's not a safe place for our Pasifika people, but we know sometimes we have to find ways to either build or make our own opportunities.
Now, we've got someone on our social media at the moment, and they're asking if you can explain your product or services in lay terms. And as your business, as Fibre Fale, consists of business analysts, developers, testers, managers, and techies. Is it all part of management, data management, AI?
Bless. So in Fibre Fale, we have a small team, a very small team where we try and build everyday Fibre Fale stuff. So that's our education, our advocacy, and also us trying to showcase more of our Pasifika and tech. For those that are watching, oh my gosh, we have a big community called Cybernesia. Mangaya the name, Cybernesia. Cybernesia is full of all Pasifika tech specialists, not just in Aotearoa, but ufafu akungu ufafu. So you get to meet a lot of them, and in that community, ekele software engineers, CEOs, CTOs, also product managers, and even AI specialists. So we chose to create a community because our team's quite small, but that community also helps with bringing more people in, and we actually try help people get jobs.
Wow.
Because you gave me name, but if you know the person, you can come and join Cybernesia on Instagram, free for all. And it's a community full of Pasifika people trying to help each other. But let me know if I answered your question. But I have a question. Bless you.
Yep, that's right on our our YouTube channel, so you can actually go back and answer them.
Yes.
It's really important to know what the AI and data management is all about. Now, I had you said before that you guys raised about $1.2 million.
Yes. And we raised more throughout the years. So
Right.
yeah.
What did you guys use that for?
So we used that to build Fibre Fale from the get-go.
Yep.
So Tulo, just to explain, that money was through philanthropic, that funding through corporates. So we used that for operations. So last year we did a VacaCon, our first Pacifica Tech conference. So it's not a conference where you come find jobs. It's a conference where you come and actually learn from different tech companies what they learn. So we did the VacaCon. We did 3 leadership camps. So in Fibre Fale, we really want to help people that are in tech, our Pacifica people in tech, become leaders. So we took 3 cohorts for a 3-day leadership camp to help them push past their what's it called? Push past the area of what's holding them back.
Yes.
Because for those that don't know, e ke lea ka ngaka Pacifica, e ngofo i ngā luenga for 20 years.
Yes.
But in tech, it's not good to stay for 20 years. It's good to move after 2 years. Ole 2 years, or menga, ole 20 years. So it's the same. So if we want to try and move the mindsets, menga, e ke lea mea mindset, a lot of it is cultural shame.
Yep.
Because if there's 500 Palangis here and there's only 5 Pacifica here, it's trying to find their confidence to be better. Along with that, we've done a lot of fongos, in person and online, and a lot of them are about skills. So we teach about, we do talks about AI, we do talks about, what's it called? We did one about coding, software engineering, and we also asked the community that we have to come and teach everyone. Everyone has different skills, so we asked them to come. Along with that, we needed the kupe to operate as people, because our bills, we have to live. And what was interesting, for those that didn't know, a lot of philanthropics, they don't pay for operations. They pay for projects.
Yes.
But it makes sense, why you want to pay projects, but it pay le file projects. So heaps of learnings in that. But it's been a privilege and an honor to work for ourselves with this funding to help our Pacifica people.
Now, you've been running since 2022?
Running since we started tech, but on we used to help build, but the ship started moving in 2022-21. We left our jobs to do this job because...
Was it hard for you guys to leave?
Oh God, yes.
What was the scariest thing about leaving?
Trying to tell my mum and dad that I was going to be okay. Cause
what did they say? O la kala lo ta mam lo tinan vetu o ule na o wese la fa ma vai mara ngadu.
O fefe.
Yeah.
We le ar me le Fibre Fale. E lo ele me le fai. Oka. What about the bills, you know? And it's the security,
Yep.
My mum was okay. My mum, lokinga, but lokama, took time because ole olanga ole tamaita Samoa. Once you get your job, ole gold medal nga. Umalo olanga ole gold medal nga. Ngaka ngalo lo lumunga ilele, you know. That's it.
Mo job for me lo. Yeah, so lo msokoru.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, le school opa. Sa o a oi.
O la nga suyi le afo. Ile manantu siutaba.
I said to them, the first one was, trust me. If I'm coming and I trust you, and I say, trust me because, olo conviction lea. This is, I really want to help our Pacifica people, but also, it was also the, telling him that, that we raised the money, but even raising the money wasn't enough.
Yeah.
But I think it was because my dad was nervous. My dad didn't want me to go out there and, you know, get hurt and find out life this way. But it's the only way I learned. So it took time. It had to come to the point of me saying, trust me, Dad, it's going to be all right. Whatever happens, you know, it's God's plan.
Yeah.
Just go out and I'll be all right.
So after doing all that, and then you stepped out into the world, you got together with your co-founder. What was the next step for you guys?
the next step was to prove everyone wrong.
How many haters were there?
So many.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
honestly.
Why?
Because we were different.
Really? How different from everybody else?
So how different was Fibre Fale, was a company, I don't know we're a system changing company. We're trying to change the system to get more of our Pasifika people in tech.
Right.
All system is, for example, because I went through the system. When I was a software engineer, but for those that don't know, if I more tests before you go into the company. So what I found out was there was a group of 5 software engineers. We were going for this one role in Auckland, and you have to do a technical test, and if you pass the test, then you make it to the next round. I found out once I got the test, God is good, that I was the only Pasifika person, only woman, and out of the 5, I was the one that got asked to do 3 tests, while everyone did 1 test.
Really?
Yeah. And,
How did that make you feel?
Yeah, well, it made me feel bad. It made me feel, it made me feel dumb. It's it really well mafakele loko because kele came will study hard more test while university file UE le NCA but still not good enough. So moments like that kele stories like that I Kongole community I Saipanisha and I think that's why it's been quite hard because we're not trying to be a linear approach. We're like diamonds, we have different facets and we want to shine so that, because that's what a Tangata Pasifika is. Our gifts, we know how to sing, we know how to play piano, and we know how to be a software engineer.
That's right.
So that's the reason.
Before we continue, Nuali, what got you into tech in the first place? I think that's $1 million question, eh?
Yes.
Or should I say 1.2 or 1.2?
Bless. So I got in. So I grew up in the church AOG in Puriroa.
Yeah.
The problem is, well, I se kailangi I singing. I had no scalingi in singing. I se kailangi the piano, and I didn't have a really good kailangi in what's it called, whailaonga and that. So, ngofa ule whalestaka kalo le atua. Yesu mai se kailangi le whailau tautua le tātou tangata, o tātou tangata Pasifika. Ngofa ule whale, and then it happened because I did chemistry. Chemistry. In year 12, I got sent out to Palmerston North in my school holidays for 2 weeks. Because my dad always drove me to Palmerston North.
Wow.
And he would stay in the holiday park for that whole week so that I could do my chemistry work. So I used to do a lot of the lab work in Massey University. And then kasi ale ke mi walua usavali le ho. Wa uva ai le poku leo le computer science poku. And then I went inside the room and kasi maangai mea my World War I, World War II, all these trophies. And then at the end of the hallway, wa over ai le plaque. Le pi le iluma le o. Wa over ai o le plaque more computer science greats. Wa over ai ke le ango Tim, John, Harry, Kerry, everyone else. And I was like, hui, ele ai singo Samoa, ele ai singo matingo fia e kuurunga le plaque. Because if my name was on the plaque, ko se plaque, no li Eteroa Lafaele, so I feel Lafaele. And then from that game, I made the switch to year 13. I was meant to study chemistry at Victoria University. But was soilo mawhawhai. You could mawhawhau awa over ai. Must be le ngang pa ia. Was switch alo application, switch le computer science, must switch le location e saulunga I Okilangi. So ole story nga I le amakanga o lo journey o lo malanga o lo Savalainga I kukongu telekolisi.
O longo winga ngai le whaile chemistry e manga o e ku ulo ngolunga le plaque.
Ioi. E whenga o ku'uro plak and then ku whonga apoa, sa futu la whai, me uma la whai, yes! E le whai ngō fia sa la whai, so...
So, you got into college, you got into university, you got your degree, and you got into corporate. Now, they were overworking you and probably underpaying
Yeah.
you at the same time. And then you thought, well, why not start something like this? It's a very brave, very brave thing for a Pacifica person to actually start something in the tech industry. Yeah, because I don't know that many Pacifica tech people out there that have made a bold move like yourself.
Bless. Yeah, it was difficult. If I'm car, there was moments where I was like, oh, this is a good choice.
But do you remember you asked God for a talent that's different from singing and playing the piano? Oh,
Yeah.
did you remember that during your journey?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you asked for it.
Yeah, and
So why do you go mumu about it?
because if I'm car, I say, oh, let's one.
Hey.
Famanga don't mind.
But you also got to know, Nuwari.
Yeah.
He doesn't give tough talents
Amen.
to soft people.
Yes.
He gives it down to tough people because you can tough it up. Yes, we can go mumu.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, he knows with your capabilities, you can make it happen.
Yes.
So you can't blame anyone else
Yeah,
but yourself
but
because you
myself.
asked for it.
Yeah, I did. And ta-da! Nancy, you felt something. I really felt that. That was
Hey.
beautiful.
Well,
Fatai.
It's because the key is to
Yeah.
listen. Because
yeah.
sometimes we just talk, and then we have arguments. And we argue over very teeny bitty, windy things because we don't listen. Anyways, back to Fibre Fale.
Yeah.
Now that you guys raised the money, you got a team going.
Yes.
How would you like to help our people? You wanted to help our older generation get into tech and to get into good jobs, good paying jobs. Because what's a starting rate for a technician out there? Let's say an IT person.
Yes, so I'll speak from my experience as a software engineer.
Yep.
When I was an intern, so that's when you come fresh either from uni or even fresh from institute, like either, what do you call it, Dev Academy or MIT. When I started, my starting rate was 75K. So 75K for just coming in. And then throughout the years, that bumped up all the way to 130, 150, 170K.
Wow.
So that's why we're like, oh, we deserve this. We deserve to be in these rooms. But people go, oh, wow, e vave a mo le ai family atu, ele vave. Takes time.
Now, you recently won an award. Can you tell us a bit more about it?
Oh, bless. Oh, thank you. So the award I won was the NZ Tech. So NZ Tech it's all the tech companies and all the tech people in New Zealand that celebrate individuals. I got the High Tech Young Achiever Award.
Wow.
I'm very blessed to get that award, but it was a blessing because at the same time we had our camp. So we brought all 20 of our participants with us.
Yes.
And then the moment they called out my name, we all asked everyone to come, and we all wore all our beautiful Pacifica clothes, but showed the room, oka se kumu, to show that Pacifica people are here. We're here to be the new wave, but we're actually the future of technology, which was beautiful.
Man.
Yeah.
And were your parents there?
Leai. My parents were in Wellington at the time.
Well, what was their reaction when you told them?
Oh, they were, wakangi, omuwakangi. And then it was beautiful because my parents, they could have said anything else, but we just went straight into kakalo. For ya kulevi inga back to, le tua, awalongang le ya umalo, my journey into tech. It was beautiful. And then I said to Dad, see, Dad?
Yeah.
I'll be all right. And it was beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Mum went on Facebook and blah, blah, blah. All the stuff. And then Dad went on Facebook and all the normal stuff.
Well, we have to let everybody know, because we're Pacifica, and that's what we are proud to do.
Yes.
We like to let the world know we are here, and this is what we do, and this is what we've achieved, So you've come a long way. Now, if there's a parent, because I'm a parent myself, and recently we've had parent-teachers conferences.
Yeah.
And especially for the kids who are coming from year 9 to year 10. And before you get to year 11, you get to choose what you need to study.
Yeah.
Now, is computer science the pathway for these young kids, for the parents, to try and encourage our children to get into tech for their futures?
Yes, it depends on the school. So I was very blessed to, actually I was very privileged to go to a school that had digital technology. So ngonga o le subject, I went to St. Mary's College, so that was offered. If you don't have digital technologies, it's okay because you can do computer studies if that's there. There's also, if you want to specialize or you want to really go into the depth, you can do sciences. So that could be physics. Physics is one of them. And there's also chemistry as well, because it depends on the type. Now, if you want to go into it more, there are also other courses that may be like UB. UB is like they're like institutes that give short courses that can help as well. And that's something, and I encourage that not just to your kids, but also to you, our parents. So it's not just for the future, you too are the future. So I think that's a big thing, is a lot of us focus on kids, but man, it's actually for everyone. So those are some options that you can do into studying in computer science. Another thing to note is, let's say if your child wants to do law or business or even DJing or music, you can let them go through that path, but you can also get into tech after, because by the time you graduate in your specialty, you'll be known as a specialist. And every tech company needs a specialist. For example, ia le company called Serato. Serato le company e whai mea DJ sets, and DJ component, or like all the gears and stuff. They hire software engineers like everyone else, but they need people that are good at music. Because
it's a New Zealand company, yeah.
Yes, that's a New Zealand company.
See, that's what not a lot of people know Serato, because being a DJ is also. I thought it was an American company, yeah. But then when I saw one of my mates working for Serato,
yes,
I was like, "Why are you working for Serato? We're in New Zealand." And then he goes, "Serato is a New Zealand company." I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, and there's Rocket Lab. Have you heard of Rocket Lab?
Yes.
Rocket Lab's just like near East, or I think East, halfway around there. They're, if you want to build rockets, they're actually the current one, well, they're actually the only ones here in New Zealand that that I know, that are building rockets in our doorstep. So, yeah, the opportunities are there, but we just need to make sure that everyone's aware of it. Beautiful. Yes. I didn't know you were a DJ. You're amazing.
I only DJ for myself sometimes.
Bless you.
Well, we're nearing the end of our program this afternoon, Nuali. I think you opened up a lot of our people's ears this afternoon, and getting us excited to get to know technology, because this is the only technology that we think about sometimes. Is swiping, and we're really good at swiping and liking, and that's it.
Yeah.
But there is so much more about technology. So what's your final word to the parents, to everybody else that's watching this afternoon? Where you came from, how you went through college and university, and getting into corporate, and then you thought, well, why not do it for myself and my people? Yeah. What's your advice and final word for our listeners today and our audience?
Bless. I think my last words is e momo aole ngalo e kele a mea I le telekolisi. So for example, when you stop at the car, when you stop at the lights, that's technology. When you go to Pack and Save, or technology menga, when you go into Countdown, I don't know if anyone knows, but they now take videos of you.
Really?
Yeah, and and it's funny, if you go to Manukau, there's one, and they hide the list at the back. It's not a list, like a sign saying we're recording you.
What for?
So a part of it is it's to feed artificial intelligence, AI.
Wow.
So there was an incident, I think in Rotorua, where they went into Countdown, and because they got data of different people, they stopped them because they thought that person was a thief.
Really?
And like another one was Tesla. They were doing car testing and the car would stop for a parangi, but then when they saw someone with a different colour tone, they tried to run them over.
Wow.
So
That's dangerous.
yeah, it's very dangerous, but it's also something that we have to remind ourselves everywhere. Technology isn't just like elefongi fam, it's everywhere. And I think my advice to wrap it up is, aole fefe, we will find a way together, but also be aware. And with being aware means opportunities. There is always a place for you in technology, and that you can also be part of it too. Loto tele, we will be okay, we'll be fun. But the more of our Pacifica, especially our Samoan people in tech, the better. Whaftai te lava mo lene awa noa matungo fie, and I hope to catch up with all of you soon. Whaftai te lava.
Man, how can the people get a hold of you? Because I'm pretty sure they want to ask you a million questions.
Yeah.
And how can they find out more about Fibre Fale?
You can find Fibre Fale on our website, which is fibrefale.com or .co.nz. We're all on socials and Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and if you're fancy, LinkedIn. But also, if you want, you could do what everyone else does to me around here in Auckland, just stop me and have a chat. I'm very inviting. But honestly, if you do need a chat, there's also stuff on YouTube where it's accessible. It's easy for you to grab, where we have actually put our brains onto those platforms for you to really deep dive into what you want in the future. Bless.
It's been a pleasure having you on the program, and we look forward to hearing more about the success stories of Fibre Fale and all our new techs that will be coming out of your services in the near future. Well, all the best heading back to the capital, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, so ia ole fionga le da ia nuali I Eteroa Lafaele. O le tonu ia ma o ia foi o le co-founder o le Fibre Fale pe o le whaafonga me le rivaenga o le awut. Io e antu le whanau wa o ngawhai. Si o I whae kai foi lunga le inkangi ki le menga ka o le Fibre Fale. Io e Fibre Fale. F-I-B-E-R B-R Fale. Ia o le na. O na e su e ila ia le. Pua ma whaamtalanga. Lena sau noa tua ia nuali I le rivaenga o le awut.